Flag on the play, flag on the play. Yes, today we are going to talk about red flags that you need to be aware of before you proceed with that relationship. But before we get started, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Red flag number 1. They stand you up more times than they show up. Red flag number 2. When they do show up, you end up spending more time with them at night more so than during the day. Red flag number 3. No matter how long you've known them, how long you have been dating, you seem to never have been invited to their place. And red flag number 4. Don't none of your people like them, okay? Not a damn one of them. Even the ones who normally like folks, okay? Y'all remember that Justin Bieber song? My mama don't like you and she like everyone. Okay. Anyway, those are the 4 red flags that you should be on the lookout for. And the 4 red flags that I personally ignored when my ex-husband and I were dating. Now, I know for most of you watching this video, you're probably like, duh. Yeah, those are flags that you shouldn't be seeing that person. Why is that a surprise? Or why would you even ignore them? Let me tell you why. So for me, I was at a place in my life where everything was in order. Everything seemed to be falling in line, right? I had gotten a dream job. I was back in school to get my teaching certification. I had bought a new house. I had a new car. I was in my late 20s, early 30s, and I just felt like the next thing on my list to accomplish or achieve was to get married. And so it became an idol. That's just what it was. It became an idol for me. And getting married was something that I was going to do come hell or high water. And so when my ex-husband came about, you know, he said all the right things. And even though those red flags existed, I just ignored them. You know, God was just dropping them from the sky. And I was looking at him like, ooh, this is so pretty, so cute. And stepping right on over him, okay? Like it was debris. All right. I just was desperate. That's just what it was. I was desperate to be Mrs. So-and-so. All right. And so I would tell any young lady or fellas, you too, I would say in order for you not to make that same mistake, because I ended up marrying him. All right. And in the next video, I'll share with you what led to our divorce. But I just want to share with you, right? In order for you to avoid making that same mistake, one, I would suggest to you that you spend some more time alone, understanding yourself, lifting up your self-esteem, growing closer to the Lord, and understanding what true love means and what true love is about. Because if you love yourself the way that the Lord loves you, then you will be less likely to tolerate foolishness. Okay? I would say if you're the type of person who always assumes goodwill, that you're always trying to give a person the benefit of the doubt, like I am, I would encourage you to get opposing feedback. Okay? You may not like it. You may not like it, but you need to hear the truth so that you will have a different perspective on the situation. But these red flags, they were real. Each and every last one of them. Okay? He stood me up a whole lot more than he actually showed up in the beginning of our dating. And what made matters worse is that other people noticed. Because there were times when we made plans, not only to meet each other alone, but we made plans for him to meet my people. And he would still stand me up. Red flag number 2, we would see each other more so at night than we did during the day. In the beginning, of our relationship, that was true. You know, we saw each other more times at night than we did during the day. And there was no reason for it, especially on the weekends, right? With red flag number 3, because we saw each other most of the time at night, it was usually at my house. During the time that we were dating, even throughout our engagement, I never, ever, ever stepped foot into his place. Okay? Now tell me, is that not crazy? I know I look crazy. I know. Anyway. And then red flag number 4, child, none of my people like me. Okay? Not a nail, what Everybody and their mama was like, something's not quite right. Something's not quite right. I think you need to rethink this situation. And I just didn't want to hear it. I just did not want to hear it because I wanted to be married. And so I would say be careful. Just be careful, because sometimes the devil will send you what you want. There are times when it may seem like your prayers are being answered, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's coming from the Lord. Jesus was tempted in the wilderness, and everything that Satan promised him were good things. So you got to be careful. You got to have a spirit of discernment to know when it is of the devil and when it is of the Lord. Why don't you drop a comment? Because I would love to hear a red flag that you either ignored and it landed you in a situation that you wish you would have never been in, or a red flag that let you know, you know what, let me cut this off. And you did. And so you avoided a big mistake. I'll see you next video.